Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Do you remember your first job, your first salary, your first achievement, and your first love? Well, if you don't remember, you have probably forgotten them because they were a long, long time ago. But this is not about me. This is about an old man who had a bakery store. He was very successful and happy with his life. The old man's name was Karim. He had run his little bakery on Maple Street for nearly 40 years. The shop wasn't fancy. It had wooden shelves and a cracked tile floor, and the comforting smell of fresh bread filling every corner. Locals loved it. Crusty loaves, soft pastries, and especially the golden honey bread that tasted like warmth itself. Every morning before sunrise, Mr. Karim kneaded dough by hand. His hands were strong yet gentle, marked by flour and years of work. What few knew was that the honey bread recipe had come from his grandmother. She had taught him in a quiet kitchen, whispering secrets of baking and life. One day, Mr. Karim noticed an unusual customer. He was young, maybe 14 years old, with messy hair and shy eyes. "Excuse me, sir," the boy stammered. "My name's Amir. Could I help here? I really want to learn." Mr. Karim studied him for a moment, then nodded. "Come early, tomorrow. We start before the sun." The next day, Amir arrived, sleepy but determined. At first, Mr. Karim taught him simple tasks: sweeping the floor, arranging loaves on shelves, cleaning counters. Amir watched everything carefully, eyes full of quiet questions. After 2 weeks, Mr. Karim finally let Amir help knead the dough. Flour floated in sunlit beams, and the boy's hands pressed gently into the soft dough, feeling its warmth. "Baking isn't just following steps," Mr. Karim explained. "Bread carries memories. You must feel it." Amir listened, curious. As days turned into weeks, Mr. Karim shared stories of his grandmother's kitchen, how she debaked to comfort neighbors, or how a warm loaf once cheered up a grieving friend. Slowly, Amir's hands learned to listen to the dough, when to be gentle, when to fold, when to wait. Winter came, and with it, busy holiday mornings. One day, Mr. Karim grew tired halfway through baking. Amir noticed and offered to finish kneading the honey bread. "Remember, it's not only about the honey or flour," Mr. Karim reminded him softly. "It's about the care you put in." Amir nodded and worked quietly. When the bread came out, golden and warm, Mr. Karim tasted a slice. His eyes softened. "Well done, Amir. My grandmother would have been proud." Amir beamed, heart swelling with pride. As weeks passed, Mr. Karim shared more of the secret recipe, not written down, but spoken softly, the pinch of cinnamon, the rest time that made it tender. The quiet prayer his grandmother whispered as she baked. Then one day, Mr. Karim closed the shop early and sat in Amir down. "I'm growing older," he said gently. "But the bread can stay, if you keep baking it with care." Amir felt a lump in his throat. "I will, sir. I promise." Over the next few months, Amir studied every aspect of the business, from baking to bookkeeping. He saved every penny, reinvesting it in the bakery. For him, this wasn't just a job. It was a legacy. Meanwhile, years went by like the changing seasons. Leaves turned from green to gold outside the bakery window. Cherry blossoms fell softly, painting the pavement pink. Inside, the scent of fresh bread never faded. And with each loaf, Amir became more than a baker. He became a part of the community. People came not just for the bread, but to share their joys and sorrows with the kind baker who always had a listening ear and a warm smile. Then one day, Mr. Karim didn't open the shop. Neighbors gathered, worried. Soon, the news spread that Mr. Karim had passed away peacefully in his sleep. That morning, Amir, now older, unlocked the bakery door. His hands trembled, but he remembered everything Mr. Karim had taught him. The stories, the prayer, the feeling of the dough under gentle palms. He baked the honey bread, just as he'd learned. The smell drifted through Maple Street, drawing neighbors who had known Mr. Karim for decades. They stepped inside, bought loaves, and shared memories. "He used to give me bread when I had no money," someone whispered. "He always remembered my birthday," another said. Amir listened, heart heavy yet grateful. When he sliced the first loaf and tasted it, the flavor was familiar, golden, warm, comforting. It was Mr. Karim's bread, but it was also his own now. In the years that followed, Amir continued baking. He kept the shop going, paying tribute to Mr. Karim and his grandmother's legacy. One spring morning, a young woman entered the bakery. Her eyes shone with admiration as she looked around. "I heard such wonderful things about this place," she said to Amir. He smiled, his heart full. "You know, many people come here for the bread, but they stay because of what it represents, the sweetness of memories, the taste of home, the warmth of human connection. It's more than just a bakery. It's a place where stories are shared, where laughter echoes, and where the aroma of fresh bread brings people together." The woman nodded, understanding. "That's beautifully said, Mr. Baker," she replied. As the years rolled by, Maple Street changed. Yet, Amir's bakery remained a constant, a comforting landmark in the ever-shifting landscape of the city. People still came from far and wide to buy a loaf of Mr. Karim's famous honey bread from Amir. And when they did, They weren't just getting a delicious treat. They were buying into a story of tradition, hard work, kindness, and the enduring power of a simple recipe passed down from generation. One snowy afternoon, the bell above the bakery door chimed, announcing a new customer. As Amir looked up, he saw a young boy standing there, his eyes wide with wonder. The boy looked around the bakery, taking in the warm glow and the inviting smell. "Can I help you?" Amir asked kindly. The boy hesitated for a moment, then asked, "Do you make the honey bread here?" Amir smiled and nodded. "Of course. Would you like to try it?" The boy's face lit up with excitement. "Yes, please." As Amir prepared the bread, he couldn't help but feel a sense of continuity. Just as Mr. Karim had taught him all those years ago, now he was sharing his knowledge with the next generation. Maybe one day, this little bakery would be teaching someone else. The thought brought a warm feeling to his heart. When the honey bread was ready, Amir handed the warm loaf to the boy. "Kia, enjoy." The boy took the bread, his fingers tingling with excitement. "Thank you," he said with a shy smile. As he turned to leave, Amir called out to him, "Wait a minute. Would you like to learn how to make this bread?" The boy turned around, his eyes shining with gratitude. "Really, you teach me?" Amir chuckled. "Of course, it's never too early to learn." So began another chapter in the bakery's story. A new student, eager to learn the art of baking and carrying on the legacy of the golden honey bread. And so, our story ends, not with a grand finale, but with a quiet hum of a tradition that lives on in the hands of a new generation. In a world that often feels fast and disposable, the story of the golden honey bread is a reminder that some things are worth holding on to. Some skills are worth passing on, and some recipes are more than just food. They're a legacy.